Hello everyone, Oh My Giona here with another episode of What Am I Watching? Boom, 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 boom. I skipped 1 week, but so I'm still watching the same shows. I'm watching The Great Shaman, Dooshim, but I haven't watched like the recent episode. Watching Hospital Playlist, which is back for episode 11 this week, and I'm watching Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, gonna be in a separate video, and I'm watching You Raise Me Up with Hani and Yoon. So for Dooshim, oh my goodness, this drama, like the episodes for this are just so short, and yeah, and I missed like one episode. The recent one I haven't seen yet. But the last week one, we got Usu's friend. Oh my goodness, I forgot his name. He got possessed and he went to the school to like kill himself. And I'm like, oh my god. He actually fell. Like the evil spirit made him fall down and he hit his head, right? And I'm like, oh no, like they're seriously gonna kill him? Like I was so mad. And he was gonna die, right? Like they were doing CPR on him, but he was gonna die. And then Hyunwoo came out, like the ghost from the first episode. He came and he said, well, you know, like I can help. And he possessed the friend's body, rode a motorcycle and went to ER and just laid his body there, and then the blood started seeping out again. And I'm like, yo, that's so cool. Thank goodness for Hyunwoo that the friend didn't die, because I would be so mad if he died. But yeah, I still don't know how it's gonna work out for them. Dooshim's mom is trying to transfer her to a different school now just because it's getting too serious. But Dooshim she's really wanting to end this. You know, it really gets too close to home with Usu's best friend being the target. And I really think it's insane. They still didn't tell us why this evil spirit is doing this, or why the principal is making the evil spirit do this. Like, I still don't get it. And like, is the principal a shaman as well? Like, I'm not sure. But Dooshim and Usu are just too cute. Like, Usu is just so smooth with his like pickup lines. I'm like, okay, dude. Good job. And then we have You Raise Me Up, which I was so excited for this. When I saw the teasers come up, I'm like, oh my goodness, Yoon is back. And I didn't realize who An Hyun was until my friend pointed it out. It was Hani from EXID. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know she's into acting now. But yeah, she was okay. She wasn't bad. Wasn't distracting. Very green, but passable. I'm looking forward to how she would merge with the character more in the future episodes. Yoon, just amazing. That man is amazing. I can't say this enough, but he really understands his character, and I'm so glad he's challenging himself again. I really love this actor. He was the one who got me really into Korean dramas. I think the first one I actually watched like religiously was My Girlfriend is a Gumiho with Isungi and Shinmina. But I went really insane for Kim Tak-gu. Like, 제방원 Kim Tak-gu, that was really good. It was 30 episodes, and that drama reached like a peak of 50+%. So like half of Korea, or more than half of Korea, was watching the show. Like, how insane is that? We don't get to that much ratings now. Like 20 would be like really big. Like 50, I don't think a weekday drama would be able to do that now. But Kim Tak-gu did. And that's where I found Yoon Shi-yoon. And he was really good in You Raise Me Up as well. It's too bad that there was some copyright issues on Vicky, and so the next episodes are not out yet. Even the first 2 episodes that came out were taken off. So I'm just sad and impatiently waiting right now for the next ones. But I did like a more detailed review of episodes 1 and 2 of You Raise Me Up on my blog. I will put a link in the description box below. Please check it out. I talk about the episodes more there. And then we have Hospital Playlist, episode 11. Oh, it's ending next week. But, okay. I ship GomGom couple so hard that this episode really drove me crazy. I was waiting for it for 2 seasons. Like, you know how they ended the first season with like Mina asking Seokmin to go and eat at the steakhouse, and like that's how it ended, and I'm like, no. So I had to wait all this time, and now we're at season 2, episode 11. Finally got it. So proud of my girl Mina. Oh, she worked so hard to get here. Like she deserves this. Okay, actually we see all the couples kind of like it's a good episode for everyone. We had WinterGarden and Jongwon saying that once everything's resolved on Gyeol's side, then he would ask her to marry him. And Mama Rosa is just an awesome parent. And she's like, it doesn't matter what kind of family background she has. And she thought that she feels proud for her that she was able to overcome that and still be this kind-hearted person. Which is a win-win for WinterGarden. And then we have Bidulgi couple, and they seem like, because we didn't really see what happened last time when they met at the restaurant, but maybe they did agree to get back together. They seem very like it's not awkward anymore, you know, like they talk to each other and they're, you know, I like them. I'm fine with IkSong now. Like I was mad, okay? I was mad at her for what she did, but she acknowledged it. She was like, okay, oppa, I was being very selfish and I ended up hurting you. And then she said what she actually feels, which she still likes him. So I think that's fine. That's resolved. We had Ik-jun and Songhwa. And I really don't know why, but I don't ship this couple. I knew they were gonna be endgame, but I didn't like actively ship them just because. Well, I'm just mad that Ik-jun did all of these things to her before, like hurt her feelings, and then he kind of like moved on, got married, had a child. And then now that he's divorced, he's starting, he's trying to start a different relationship with Songhwa. Like all this time, like it's been 20 years and now you're back. Like I just hate that kind of trope. But I have to give it to Ik-jun because when he confessed and Songhwa was like, I don't think you should do that, like put up her wall, he accepted that. He remained friends with her, you know, like nothing really changed. Like they were acting the same way, and he was supporting her without crossing the line, especially when Songhwa's mom was diagnosed with, was it Parkinson's? And he was there to support her. And he did wait. It was like a year and a half since his confession, and he waited for Songhwa without like pushing her or anything or burdening her to answer. He was just there waiting and supporting her. It can't be compared to how long she waited, but I will give that to Ikjun. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them that they're finally together. I'm just kind of scared that we still have one more episode and things could go wrong. Like, I would be fine if it ended like on this episode. I'd be like, okay, yes, thank you. So I'm just scared. We still have episode 12. And we have the GomGom couple. Oh my gosh, okay. This is just me fangirling now. But like when it went to the movies, oh my gosh, like I felt like I was there and I was Mina, just so anxious and like didn't know what to do. Like it was hard to breathe while watching that scene. And then when Seokmin like put up the armrest and I'm like, it was too much for my heart. It was a simple gesture, but it's like this guy hates people being close to him. Okay, but he put the armrest up. It's like him saying, I don't mind you being in my space. I want to be closer to you. Like, and then when he was like, I need to calm down. And then when he was like whispering to her, like just going like this, right? And Mina's like just frozen. Like she probably was not hearing anything that he was saying because like her heart was probably pounding so loud she couldn't hear anything. But oh my gosh. And then when Seokmin finally says, yeah, it's a date. Like, but Mina, like, I love how Mina is just so straightforward. Like, totally ask him, like, what are we? Like, are we dating? You know, just to hear that confirmation. It was just so cute. I love Mina. And Seokmin just doing his boyfriend duties, giving her, like, food. That was just so sweet. Oh my gosh. Like, I love Seokmin. He's not a bear at all. Like, he wasn't dull. Like, he's actually super smart. And talking about smart, like, I was so scared he was going to move to the US. But no, that was his plan so that he can, like, negotiate with his mom. Like, okay, I'm going to be dating Mina, thinking about marriage. And if you say no, if you don't agree to us being together, then we're just going to go to the US. And his mom would, like, most likely say, like, okay, fine, you guys can get married, just stay here. Right? Like, so smart. Oh, Young Seokmin. Amazing. Oh my gosh. If you haven't realized yet, but Young Seokmin is my favorite among the 5 friends. And the crazy thing is that I wasn't, because I always call them by name, okay? Like An Jong-won, you know, Choi Song-ah. I always say their names when I talk about them, or I say 교수님. Because, okay, when I watch dramas, I talk to the screen. So I always say, like, oh my gosh, 교수님, stuff like that. But this episode, I was just going, Oppa! Every time Seokmin was, like, on screen, and I'm just like, Oppa! Like, screaming my lungs out, like, while watching. I got exhausted after that episode. And then aside from our main 5, we got some highlights of the other doctors. I am so proud of Seokmin. Just his arc, okay? Like, we saw Seokmin in the first season, like, very angry at the patient because the patient didn't understand what the procedure was gonna be like. and he was forcing them to switch doctors because 민기준 교수님 isn't that good or like not trustworthy for this kind of surgery. And he was like yelling at the patients like, are you a doctor? Like, why can't you understand? Like, I don't know how to explain this in more simple terms than this. Like, why can't you understand it? He was just so mean to the patient, and I'm like, dude, like, just chill. You can't do this. You're a doctor. But here, in season 2, he's come a long way. We saw him talking so patiently to the patient and explaining. He even brought like a picture, like an enlarged picture of the arteries and like what was connecting, like the aneurysm that was connected to the vein, the optical vein. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. He even brought a picture of that so that they can see, and he explained like, okay, we're gonna put the coil in here and we're gonna try to get this out and stuff like that. And I love how he said, if this is not enough for you to want to get the surgery done, I would come back next time and explain it to you again, like a different way, until you agree. Because I think that this is going to save your life and this is the better choice for you. And that was just, he's really come a long way. I'm so proud of Seokmin. Like, good job, man. And then we got a glimpse of the residents. We had Song-young from the neurology department being really upset with Min Gi-jun 교수님 because he's just so mean, and the others were just like, just endure it. And I love how he's like, it's fine, like, I got this, but it does hurt my feelings. And then we got Gon. Where is Gon? Oh, he's from 외과, so like the general surgery department, and he ran away for like a day because it was too stressful, right? But he came back and he made up for like the other residents. He was like, okay, I can take your night shift, like, don't worry about it. Like, that was just so sweet. And then, oh my gosh, no, I'm not gonna talk about that yet. And then we have Unmi. I think her name's Unmi, like the quiet doctor from the OB, like Seokhyung's department. And how they were saying like how she wasn't, after this year she is gonna do something else because she doesn't think she's made to be a doctor. But then she was in this surgery and like the baby was born and it had like the umbilical cord wrapped around the baby's neck, and she thought like the baby's gonna die. But then the moment the baby cried, and everyone just sighed like this. Oh my gosh. And she was so touched that she was crying. I don't know if they are allowed to do that in the operating room. Like, oh no, that's not the operating room. But yeah, like, are they allowed to like just cry like that? Isn't like their stuff gonna be contaminated? I don't know, but this is drama, so we shouldn't care. But Unmi was so touched, and then she just started talking about that experience. And she was just bubbly, and she wouldn't stop talking. They have to tell her like, okay, can you stop? Like, just start eating. But that was so nice. I love how we actually go around and see what the other doctors or the other staff are doing, and like what they're feeling too. Like acknowledging their stress, like the hard work that they put into all this, and the contribution. That not just the surgeons are the person we have to thank when somebody survives. Like it's a teamwork, right? And that was so nice. And we got a cameo from my favorite guy, Chi-hong. I'm so happy to see him, even though it's like this. I hope he's doing okay at a different hospital, you know, like, I think he's a fellow now. Oh no, he's still a resident, and he's gonna be like chief. I forgot which Jongdo is that the hospital he went to. Anyway, I'm just so happy to see him. But yeah, this episode really made me scream so much just because of GomGom. But yeah, I'm so scared to watch like episode 12. Like, what's gonna happen? We don't even know if we're gonna get season 3. So if they're gonna cram everything into one episode, like, I don't know what to feel about that. I'd rather have a season 3 because I want to see like Yunbo and Hongdo. That's his name, right? Hongdo, like the twins. I want to see them become more competent doctors because right now they're interns. You know, like when they become residents, they would know a little bit more. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see the residents we have now become fellows. Like, I'm just so attached to all of them. So I want to see more. But yeah, prayer circle for season 3 of Hospital Playlist. So yeah, that's all for me for this episode of What Am I Watching? I don't know if I'm going to add anything to this right now. I'm actually super overwhelmed because I usually watch like one drama at a time, because now I'm back to work full time. The summer program is done, so now I'm going back full time and won't have a lot of time to watch and like film stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But next week we're getting the last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I don't even know. I don't know if I can take that. But yeah, well, this is K-drama, so I don't know if I can mix them together. But I will be watching it when it comes out next week. So yeah, you guys stay safe and have an awesome weekend. Bye.